Ollie, this is your Unit 5B work, and I'm going to give you a little bit of feedback in order to try to improve it. You've clearly identified each of the barriers, and barriers are something that stop you from doing. Each of these barriers you've identified may stop you participate in activity and physical exercise. What you need to make sure you do for each one of them is attempt to say exactly how they stop. Mostly you've done this, but you benefit from trying to give an example for each one where possible. Just reread it and make sure that your text is the best it can be and it makes sense. If it does, and we're good, save, move on. The next slide shows strategies, and these are things that help you to overcome barriers. On the last slide you identified the barriers that may stop you exercising. On this slide you're identifying the strategies that will help you to overcome barriers to exercise. So you've identified each of the key barriers that we discussed in class, so well done. What you need to do now is, as before, make sure you fully describe how each barrier would help somebody to overcome exercise. Again, where possible, and in order to improve your work, try to give an example. This will improve your work and demonstrate your knowledge a bit better. For this final slide, this is all about you. So you just need to adjust some of this work slightly. This is about you and the barriers you may face and the strategies that you may use in your 6-week training programme in order to overcome them. So for each of the barriers, and you need 4 correctly as you put here, but you need 4 that address you personally. So do you have a personal injury? If so, what is it and how's it going to stop you from potentially achieving your best? Do you have a problem with time? Again, why? Put it from your perspective. Do you have access to facilities or not? Is this a problem for you? Needs to be about you. Motivation. Do you lack motivation at times? If so, say why. Explain. Describe. Give examples of what you mean. For each of the barriers that you identify on this side, you need to come up with a strategy. So if you do have an injury, what is it that you're going to do about it? What strategy would you use? If you do have a lack of time, what strategy are you going to actually employ? So on and so forth. It might be that the ones you've chosen here are about you and the strategies match, but I'm not sure they are all about you. You also need to change your language, so you're saying I instead of you, because you're talking about yourself. So not much to do really. Improve this work, review it, save it, and when you're done, email me a copy.